Welcome back to our full coverage of Wisconsin versus Darrell Brooks. If you missed any previous videos, please go to our channel page and search for the playlist labeled Darrell Brooks Complete Trial. We are entering day 6 of the jury being present, and this is a day that anyone who watched the trial before will definitely remember. First, we have the testimony of the dancing granny. While she is on the stand, the atmosphere becomes tense, partially because of the damning evidence. Double that by Brooks seeming to have woken up on the wrong side of the bed on this day. Fireworks go off, but we will save those nasty sizzlers for the next video. This one is all about the Grannies. So let's get to it.
State of Wisconsin versus Darrell Brooks, case number 21 CF 1848. May I have the appearances, please?
Good morning, Judge Sue Opper, Leslie Basie, and Zach Witchow appearing for the state of Wisconsin.
Good morning. Please state your name, sir.
I'm here as a third-party intervener in that matter, appearing as an authorized representative for my client. I accept for value and return for value all of the charging instruments in this matter and make my exemption available for the discharge of all obligations and charges connected with this case. I do not dispute any of the facts in the charging instruments, and for the record, I do not identify as that name nor consent to being called as that name.
The record should reflect that the individual known to this court as Darrell Brooks is present in person in custody. He is wearing street clothes. He's wearing a suit and tie. He's also wearing a mask. All right, we are starting a little bit early today, given the extended break we had yesterday. Anything the parties wish to take up prior to the jury coming out from the state?
Just one thing, Your Honor. For the record, we have served all of the subpoenas for Mr. Brooks at his request. The subpoenas had indicated a report date and time of tomorrow, which would be October 14th at 8 a.m. Given where we are in the case, we do not believe that we will have rested the state's case by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. We believe we're probably on track to rest sometime on Monday at this point. So with the court's permission, we would like to advise those witnesses that they do not have to report at 8 a.m. tomorrow, and that we will update them probably Friday afternoon as to a date and time to appear.
All right, thank you. Any objection to that procedure, sir?
No objection. Just wanted to state that those subpoenas were filled out, as you know, by your assistants, that they should have been filed with the date of the 14th at 8:30 a.m. So just wanted to state that for the record. And also, again, I do not consent or agree to being called that name.
Your lack of consent is noted. I would note, though, you've not provided me with a different name, number one. Number two, every inmate communication form has the name Darrell Brooks Jr. So I like to refer to the defendants by their name, frankly, out of respect for them, to not continually use defendant over and over again. Not that that would be improper, it's just a practice. So I'm going to still keep referring to you as Mr. Brooks. I know you as Mr. Brooks. Again, you've filed all sorts of inmate communication forms with that name, and you've never given me another name for which to call you. So I just want you to know that's not a disrespectful thing. It's out of respect for these proceedings. But at times I'll still refer to you as the defendant.
No disrespect taken whatsoever, Your Honor. And for the record, I still would not consent to that name or agree to that name.
All right.
No disrespect taken whatsoever.
Your position is noted. All right. Do you have any documents to file today, sir?
Yes, I do.
All right. If you could hand that to the bailiff.
Just very brief things I would like to put on the record.
I'll have the bail first show it to the state, as that is proper, and then it'll come to me.
I think she caught him off guard there. He wasn't ready to respond by offering up an answer as to what he would like to be called, because he doesn't know himself how to address it under the sovereign BS. Just my opinion. If you know more about the rules and being a sovereign citizen, please let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Thank you, Deputy.
All right, the record to reflect, I have received a document that has a caption for this case, a heading that says bond, then 2 short paragraphs, and then a signature at the bottom with the name Darrell Edward Brooks Jr., authorized representative of Darrell E. Brooks, all rights reserved. I've reviewed it, sir. I would note it will be made part of the file. You do not reference any law as it relates to this request, or what I would deem a request. There's no constitutional provision, statutory provision, or common law associated with this. I'm not sure what you're asking me to do with it as well. I don't see a clear request for relief as well. So it will be filed, but I'm not going to address it any further. Do you want a copy of that for your records, sir?
Yes, I do. The time-stamped original copy, if I may. And also, to my knowledge, the filing is proper, unless Your Honor can provide verified law of your own that is not a proper document. I think it's very clear what the document is referring to. The language is all together. It's a very, very clear document in its entirety. And
He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
Mr. Brooks, I would direct your attention to section 802.01, which governs motions, how made, and the form. That document does not comply with that. As far as receiving a time stamped, we have a date stamp. It will be scanned, and it will be then uploaded into the file. I would just note for the record, it's now 8:07, and I've had that for a couple of minutes now, but that's, we don't have a time stamp in the courtroom here.
what was the law that you cited?
I draw your attention to section 802.01, which is the statute related to motions.
And does that refer specifically to that filing?
It refers to any request that's made to a judge or in a court of law. Could, I suppose, go to a court commissioner, but that's not where we're at in these proceedings. That, to me, does not provide a legal or factual basis for the request that you're making. So that's how I will address it.
For the record, I believe it does, Your Honor. It was presented in the same fashion that all my motions in this court have been presented, and you never cited the same thing with the other filings. So that's leading me to believe that it's just that document that's not being accepted when I have the other timestamp filings for the same documents that I file, every other document is filed in the same manner. Every last one of them, and no exception with that one, Your Honor.
I understand my obligations with individuals who are representing themselves to review their pleadings and to construe them liberally. However, you were notified the other day that future requests needed to comply with Section 802.01. Even with a liberal reading of that document, I'm not sure what it is you're asking me. It's not going to prevent this court from proceeding forward and continuing on with the trial and having the jury brought in and the next witness called.
For the record, Your Honor, can you state why? Because it's clear what this is referring to. It's referring to why there's no bond mentioned or stated in the court document, the docket sheet. There's no bond in any of these writings. Not one time does it mention it, and so that was what this was referring to.
I understand what it's referring to, sir.
Also,
there's no legal basis for your argument.
Also, for the record, this docket is not a certified copy, which is what I requested.
I do not control the clerk's office. You need to make a specific request to the custodian of the court record, which is the clerk of court, for a certified copy.
I did that.
That can't be done here in this courtroom. You have to do that through an inmate communication form.
That's what I did, Your Honor. The ICF should be on record that I specifically requested. I specifically requested a certified copy.
Sir, I'm not in charge of that, so I'm not going to address that any further. So my understanding is a certified copy was provided to you.
This is not the certified copy that I'm holding, Your Honor.
Again, you can take that up with the clerk of court. That is beyond the scope of what I am addressing here. I am not the custodian of the record. I would not be the judge to address any concerns that you have if you believe your request was not complied with.
It clearly wasn't, because
I'm not the person to do that, sir. It's not the proper venue in this case or forum. All right. The custodian of the record needs to reply to that. That is our clerk of court. If you believe she did not do that, then you have recourse available to you, but it's not through this case. So with that, I'm going to move on. Let's have the jury brought out.
I was not provided with exactly what I asked for. If I'm told by the court to submit an ICF for any requesting, and I requested specifically a certified copy of the docket sheet and was not provided with what I specifically asked for, then
Sir, I can't address that any further. So again,
I would like
you need
that
to take that up with the clerk of court, and you can communicate directly with her office. But I'm not going to do it through this court proceeding.
I would like that stated for the record, that I did not receive what I specifically asked for, and I'm sure that the ICF is on record. I can get...
Mr. Brooks, for the record, we're on the record. And so everything that we're saying is on the record. So it's noted. Bring the jury out, please.
Also, I have one more thing I wanted to state for the record.
Go ahead.
Which was also submitted via inmate communication form. So that should be on the record, and it should be filed. I know it should have been received by now. It was addressed to Miss Monica Paz, and it was it was asking for the complaint that was filed. It was 3 different complaints, and they're found in the docket sheet. One from 11/23 of 2021, one from 11/29 of 2021, which would be the amended complaint, and then one from January 12 of 2022, which would be the second amended complaint. I specifically asked for copies of those to be provided, as they were not in any discovery.
Go back out, Teresa. Hold on 1 second, okay? Sorry. Mr. Brooks, I am not going to answer for Clerk of Court Paz. She is the custodian of the record. All right. So you're going to have to communicate directly with her. If you're looking for just copies, I'm happy to print those off for you. I've already provided some of those things to you. I hear you saying you want certified copies. That would not be provided by me. Are you looking for certified copies or just copies?
Certified copies.
All right, then that will have to be addressed by Clerk of Court Paz.
So how would I do that? Because I
can't, sir. I've already told you need to make the request to her. That's how I have to leave it, sir. I'm not the custodian of the record, so.
I addressed it that way, Your Honor. I addressed it the way I was told to address it from
My
the court.
understanding is it went to her. So with that, let's have the jury brought out. Your position's noted.
All right.
Your Honor, can we address the subject matter jurisdiction before the jury comes out?
We've already done that.
And is that a judicial determination that you're making not to address the subject matter jurisdiction, which has yet to be proven at this point? It has not been verified.
Mr. Brooks, please, the jury's coming out. I know what you're doing, but I've already addressed that.
So is that a judicial determination that you're making?
My decision on the record stands, sir.
And I would like the record to reflect that you have not shown verified proof of subject matter jurisdiction whatsoever. And that by refusing to answer, that is a tacit agreement by you, Your Honor, which you understand what that means. I know you do.
Mr. Brooks, I have not entered into any such agreement, and because the jury is out and you are claiming that there's some issue, I'm going to take this up later, but I will entertain a request from the state for a curative jury instruction. All right, thank you, everyone. You may be seated, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. We are proceeding with this trial, and the state may call its next witness.
And Your Honor, before the state calls the next witness, I just want to let the record reflect that I did put Exhibit 54 on the witness stand, and it will be introduced through the next witness, who is Laura Thein.
All right, thank you. Good morning, Ms. Thein. If you would please make your way to my witness stand, which is all the way up by me. It is up one riser. When you get there, please remain standing. Raise your right hand. My clerk, Teresa, will swear you in.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Thank you. Please be seated. First thing I will ask you to do is to state your first and last names for the record and spell each.
Laura, Laura, Thein, Thein.
Thank you. And sorry I put an M on that previously. All right, go ahead, your witness.
Thank you. Good morning, Mrs. Thein. How are you today?
Very good.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to direct your attention to November 21st, 2021. Were you at the City of Waukesha Christmas Parade on that day?
Yes.
Were you there as a spectator?
No, I was in the parade. I was in one of the units.
Okay. And which group were you with?
The Milwaukee Dancing Grannies.
How long were you with the Milwaukee Dancing Grannies?
How long?
Yes.
8 years.
Okay. And how would you describe, first of all, how many people at that time were in the Dancing Grannies approximately?
There were 9 of us in the parade.
Could you describe, were you guys friends, close? Did you see each other often?
We were like sisters. We were a sisterhood.
Did you meet regularly for practices?
Every week.
Okay. Without fail, pretty much?
And we had some social outings, and then we've seen each other again every weekend for a parade.
So would it be fair to say that the 9 people that were at the parade on November 21st, you knew pretty well?
Very well.
Is it normal for the Dancing Grannies to be part of parades?
Oh, yes. We do lots of parades. We do about 21 of them in summer and about 5 to 6 in winter.
Okay. Did you talked about practices. Did you have certain numbers that you did, for example, for the Christmas parade this past year in November?
Yes. We do Christmas routines and Christmas for the holidays, and then we do different type of routines for summer.
In November, would you have a pretty standard formation that you would keep to do each of your routines during the parade?
Yes.
Did you have uniforms?
Yes, we did.
Can you describe them for the jury?
Objection, relevant.
Overruled. You may answer.
Grounds for it.
They were long skirts with white fur. They were blue with white fur on the bottom. Blue jackets with white fur for cuffs and around the neck, and a white fur hat.
Did you have, I'm assuming if you were dancing to music, that you had something that played the music?
Yes, we have a music vehicle.
Where would that music vehicle be in relationship to the group who was performing?
Right behind the group.
Oh, hold on. There's been an objection. It's noted. It's overruled. Her answer may stand. Just in the future, if there is an objection, wait until I've ruled on it and then answer if I say overruled. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Overruled.
Relevant.
Grounds for the relevancy.
Keep going.
Thank you. So did you also have people walking with the performers in the parade to give support?
Yes, we have volunteers. We have 2 volunteers that carry the banner and a volunteer that will give us ice chips in case we get.
Okay. Do you recall who were the 2 volunteers who were carrying the banner that day?
Yes, there was our usual banner carrier, a young girl, Allie, and then at the last minute, the gal didn't show up because we have 2 for the banner. She didn't show up, so Ginny, at the last minute, decided to be the other banner carrier.
Now, when you say Ginny, are you referring to Virginia Sorensen?
Yes.
And you knew her as Ginny?
Yes.
Okay, and you said there's also another support person who carried ice chips.
Yes.
Do you know who that was last year?
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled. You may answer.
Grounds for the overrule.
I should have.
You can answer.
Okay. Yes, Bill, one of our dancing granny's husbands.
Is that Wilhelm Hospital? Is that his full name?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now I have before you a document that's marked States Exhibit 54.
Okay.
Do you see that in front of you?
Yes, that's pretty much our group.
Okay. So it consists of 9 different, it looks, why don't you describe for the jury exactly what's in front of you?
Objection.
Overruled.
Grounds.
You may answer.
Okay, we have 9 people that were in the parade. And when there are an uneven number, there is somebody who is in the slot.
Okay.
And it was my turn to be in the slot.
Okay. So on the top of the sheet, and I have a copy in front of me, so if we're going from the top down, we have the names. It says banner, and then on the left-hand side, as I'm looking at that, it's Ginny Sorensen and Allie. Is that correct?
Yes.
And I'm going to actually ask that this be published also for the jury and admitted into evidence.
Objection. And we have yet to see what's being talked about being shown.
Does Mr.
It's up now.
Brooks have a copy?
I believe it's up in front of him now.
All right. Give him a minute to look at it.
Objection. I do not consent to being called that name, nor do I agree to being called that name.
All right. The record should reflect that the Exhibit 54 is being displayed on the monitors at the present time to the parties, to the court, and to the witness. There's been an offer or a request by the state that the court receive the exhibit based upon the testimony of this witness. Exhibit 54 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
Objection.
Noted. Overruled.
On what grounds?
Mr. Brooks, I'm not going to be specifically addressing so please respect that.
For the record, I respectfully request a legal reconsideration of your ruling.
Mr. Brooks, now is not the time for that. The objection has been overruled. I expect that you will honor that, and we will continue without interruption. Go ahead.
I do honor it, Your Honor. For the record, I respectfully reject that ruling and take exception to that ruling.
I wonder what makes him so angry at this sweet witness. Was it because of the evidence shown, or was it just another mood swing? I mean, her testimony is really damning.
Keep going.
Thank you. So in the upper left-hand corner, the name Ginny Sorensen. In the middle, it says banner, and then Allie. Ginny was Virginia Sorensen. She was carrying the banner with Allie, correct?
Yes.
And they would be in the front as the group is going down the parade route?
Yes.
And the 9 people who are listed in the boxes following or behind the banner, does that accurately reflect the lineup that you had on November 21st of last year?
Yes.
Okay.
Overruled. Her answer may stand.
Wow.
Your Honor, I'm now going to show the witness exhibit 53, just the witness only.
Go ahead.
And let me know when you see it up on your screen.
It's done.
Okay. I'm going to show you a couple seconds of it. I'm just going to ask you if this accurately depicts your group on November 21st of last year. So I'm going to play a couple seconds. It's starting at 00, and let's play it for 5 seconds.
This is my group coming up.
Okay. And does that accurately reflect how your group on November 21st of last year? Okay.
Sorry, you were shaking your head. Yes. Is that a yes?
Yes, that's how it was.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have said that out loud.
It's okay.
It's okay.
That's what I'm here for, to make sure the record's clear.
Okay.
I would ask the court to admit this Exhibit 53 into evidence and publish it for the jury.
Objection.
Overruled. Exhibit 53 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
Grounds for the overrule.
Ma'am, I'm going to play it straight through, and then we'll go back and go through it and pause it occasionally for you to identify everyone, okay?
Objection. Grounds for the overrule, Your Honor.
The state may continue.
All right, is that a legal determination that you don't have to give me the grounds for the overrule, as I objected on the
Mr.
record?
Brooks, stop interrupting. I've made my ruling. Let's keep going. Go ahead.
Thank you.
I ask for a written judicial finding of facts and conclusion of law. Or is that a tactic agreement, Your Honor?
Your Honor, just for the record, this is 1 minute and 27 seconds left. Bam, that was the routine at the beginning of the parade, it looks like.
Yes.
Is that correct? And will you be able to identify each of the people if I go through the exhibit and kind of pause it occasionally for you to tell us who they are and a little bit about them?
Objection. Hearsay.
Thank you.
Overruled.
Grounds for the overrule.
Not hearsay. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'd ask that we begin playing it without sound at 00. If we can pause it. Again, can you circle Virginia Sorensen on the screen? The screen in front of you is touch.
Okay. This is Ginny.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about Ginny?
Ginny was our glue. She held the group together. She was in the group the longest. And I think she was in the group for close to 20 years. So she was in there for a long time. She was close to everybody. Like I say, we were like sisters. And if you had a problem, she would always ask you about it, talk to you about it. Ginny was always there.
Okay. If we can continue on, it stopped, I'm sorry, at 1 second. If we can continue on from 1 second. If we can pause it.
Okay, and now that's Lee and Sharon.
Okay, so who is on, as we're looking at this video, who's on the right side?
The right side would be Sharon. Lee is on the left. She was right behind Ginny.
And I'm just going to direct you to Exhibit 54.
I'm
Just in front of
sorry.
you.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I misunderstood. When you say the left side of the street was where Lee Owen was, or the left side of the picture as you're looking at your screen?
Lee was on the left, right behind Ginny.
Miss Thein,
Oops.
it's okay. There's been an objection. It's overruled, but I would caution the state about leaving the witness.
Okay.
Go ahead. You may answer.
Okay, so
Okay.
right behind Ginny was Lee Owen.
Yes.
Is her full name Leanna Owen?
Lee was
Overruled.
Lee was very close to Ginny. They worked together a lot for the group. And she taught a lot for the new people that were coming in. She was more or less the leader to teach them the routines. And I rode with Ginny to not Ginny, but Lee. I rode with her to every practice. We rode together. So we were quite close too.
Okay. And next to Lee, you stated according to Exhibit 54, that would be Sharon Millard?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to focus on the people that were injured during the parade, okay? So next, if we can continue on, we stopped
Before you move on, can you tell me where that was paused?
at 11 seconds.
Thank you.
If you continue on from 11 seconds. And pause. The state has paused at 21 seconds.
Okay.
There's a woman who seems to be between, in back of Lee and Sharon. Do you recognize that person?
That would be Betty.
And do you know Betty's last name?
Betty String.
Okay. And did you know her very well?
She was fairly new. She was only in the group for a couple years.
Okay.
And so, but we knew each other quite well.
Would she go out on the events with you and you do social events?
Absolutely.
Okay. And I think I said it, I stopped at 21 seconds. If we can continue on. If we can pause it. The state has paused at 28 seconds. Behind Betty, there are two women who are in the forefront of the video that stopped. The person that would be dancing on the left-hand side of the street as you're walking down the street, do you know who that is?
That would be Kathy Schmeling. This was her first parade.
Okay. Can you circle her where she's standing on the screen?
Okay, if I go the way she's going, on the right side or left?
Circle who you think is Kathy Schmeling.
Okay. Kathy would be on the right. She would be right there.
Okay. And you said the other person was who?
Lola
Okay. Can you circle Lola?
Hospel. She is the wife of Bill that was hit.
Okay.
Objection, that wasn't the question.
Noted. It's overruled. Her answer may stand. Next question.
Grounds.
And you stated that Wilhelm or Bill was a support person that was marching the parade that day?
Yes.
What did you know about Lola?
Lola was the mother figure. She was, I think, the oldest in the Grannies. And she was rather on the quiet side, but she was just friendly with everyone.
Okay. Was she in the Grannies when you joined 8 years?
Oh, yes, she was in quite a long time, similar to Ginny.
Okay. So continuing on from 28 seconds, I'd ask that we continue playing it. If we can pause. The state paused at 34 seconds. Can you identify the person who is behind Lola and Kathy in the video?
Yeah, she would be in the middle. That is...
Hold on. There's been an objection. It's overruled.
Grounds.
She may answer.
Grounds.
That's Tamara. Rosentier. It's hard to pronounce her name, but Rosentier.
Rosentreater? Would that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you circle her on the screen?
Okay, that's her right there.
Okay. And what can you tell us about Ms. Rosentreater?
She was, I would say, about 5 years into the group, 4 to 5 years. And fun person, very friendly. All of us are very friendly.
Okay. You seem like you might be. Okay, if we can clear the screen and continue from 34 seconds. And if we can pause the screen here.
Okay.
Okay, the next two people are behind Ms. Rosentreater.
Tamara, yeah.
And can you identify those people?
Yes. This is Tamara Duran.
So you had two Tamaras on your team?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
And 2 Kathys, too.
Okay.
And this is Kathy.
Is that Zartek?
Zartek, or
Leading the
something
witness.
like that.
Hold on. There has been an objection.
Okay.
I'll sustain the objection on leading grounds. Her answer may stand, but I would again caution the state to...
And I would just note for the record, Exhibit 54 is in front of this witness, and it does have the first and last names, and she's already said that it accurately reflects the people who are marching with the Dancing Grannies on November 21st of last year.
Because that was not the question. It was leading.
Understood. For purposes of identification, though, I'm going to instruct her to turn the Exhibit 54 over to make sure that her testimony today is from her recollection and not from reading from a form. So if you could turn that over, please. The paper document that you have. There you go. Thank you. Go ahead.
Now you circled, can you circle Tamara Durand again, Tamara?
Okay, this is Tamara Duran.
Okay.
This would be Kathy Z.
Okay. Direct your attention to Miss Durand. Can you tell us a little bit about her?
I'm sorry.
Directing your attention to Miss Durand, can you tell
Yes.
us a little bit about her?
She was new, and this, again, was her first parade. She was so excited about being a granny because she had worked for months and months to learn all the routines. And when she knew she would be in that Christmas parade, she was so excited. She just couldn't wait. So she was looking forward to doing all the parades. That was the first and last parade she ever did.
If we can clear the screen and continue on with the video from 42 seconds. If we can pause it. Last but not least,
That
hopefully
would
you
be
get
me.
this one. Okay, that's you.
That's me.
Okay, if you can circle you on the diagram, I think there's only one person in it. And you said you've been with the Dancing Grannies for 8 years, correct?
Yes.
Okay, if we can clear this, and I stopped it at 1 minute and 9 seconds. If we can continue forward. I'm going to pause.
That's the music vehicle.
Who drove that vehicle on that day?
Pardon?
Who drove the vehicle on that day?
My husband.
Okay. And you see a figure entering into the screenshot. Do you know who that is?
This would be Bill.
Okay. Thank you. And that's Bill Wilhelm?
Pardon?
Do you know the last name?
Objection.
It's been rephrased.
Hospital.
Okay.
That would be Bill Hospital.
Okay. And do you recall him wearing a hat that day? As shown in the picture?
Objection. Leading the witness.
Overruled.
Grounds.
Relevance. You may answer.
Okay. Bill was just walking up behind Tamara Duran and going to be offering
Thein,
her some ice.
I'm not sure you heard the question. If the state could re-ask it.
Certainly. In looking at the picture, was Mr. Hospital wearing a hat that day?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay. And during pretty much the entire route of the parade, was he usually in back of you or in front of your position?
He's on the side of us.
Okay. And usually on the side that he's on right now?
Sometimes he would be on the other. It just depended how many people we had to give ice on any particular parade.
Okay. And was it cold that day? Do you remember?
Yes, it was pretty cold.
Okay. I did stop the video at 1 minute and 20 seconds, and I am done with this exhibit. At some point during the parade, did you hear, strike that, were you always, with the formation that you've testified about, were you always the last dancer in the formation?
No.
On November 21st, 2021, were you the last dancer in the formation throughout that parade route?
For this parade, I was.
Okay.
We took, if there's an even number, nobody is in the slot. But if there's an odd number, there was no partner, so we just would take turns. Each different person at each different parade would be in the slot.
Okay. So at some point, did you hear something unusual behind you during the parade?
No, because the music vehicle was right behind me.
Did you at any time turn around and see something unusual?
Yeah, as we were going and I was dancing, when I would turn I seen a streak of red coming on my right side.
How fast was that streak of red going?
It was going pretty fast.
Hold on. The objection's noted. It's overruled. Her answer may stand.
Grounds for the overrule.
Relevance.
So your answer stands, which you said it was going pretty fast?
Yes, it just like whizzed past me. It wasn't just going slow.
As it was going past you, who was in the area prior to it going past you on, and I'm assuming you lifted your right arm, was that on your right side as you were marching down Main Street?
Yes.
Okay. Who was in that area prior to that red streak coming through?
Kitty corner for me, that would be Bill and Tamara Duran.
Did you get the opportunity to see what that red streak was?
Yeah, and shortly, in a few seconds later, the red vehicle was right in front of me, going down the center of, to me, just pointing to the center of the parade route.
So right in front of you.
Yes.
How close did that red streak come to you?
I would say a few feet. He had to go around the car, the music vehicle.
Okay.
and then the right on the right side, and that's when Bill and Tamara were hit.
So when you were in front, in the back of the parade lineup, how far were you directly in front of the music car?
Several feet.
And the red vehicle that you've identified, it went to the right of
It
the
came
music car?
from the right side, yes.
And you stated it hit Bill and Tamara, correct?
They were the first ones, because they were just kitty corner from me, several feet.
Then where did it go? This vehicle.
Then I noticed, I didn't see them get hit, because it all happened so quick that I was still dancing, and all of a sudden I seen the red car in front of me, and I screamed either in my head or out loud, I don't know which, but I said, "What is he doing? Where's he going?" And I just screamed it because it was so unusual, and I knew if he was going down the center of the parade route, he was going to be hurting a lot of people. And he wasn't going slow. He was going at a good clip.
Did, from the time that you saw the red vehicle on your right, striking Bill and Tamara, did you see it slow down at all?
Did I what?
See the vehicle slow down?
No. It just hit them, and as he was coming in, he started then going toward the middle, where he hit two more people, and then veered to the left and killed two more.
You said it was a red vehicle. Did you get a general description of the vehicle? What type of car? Was it a car, a sedan, a pickup truck?
No, it was like a SUV or something. It wasn't just a car. It was a van or, something on that order, SUV.
So as the vehicle went through, did it stop after it struck? I think you said it struck the people in the front. Who were the people that you just testified to that died?
Objection, lead the witness.
Overruled.
Grounds.
He came from the right. Hit two.
Oh, one moment.
Oops.
Sorry.
Was not leading. Go ahead. You may answer.
It came from the right, hit two people, and then veered toward the middle, and that's when I really seen him, and then hit two more people, veered to the left, and hit two more.
And the last two people that were struck, do you know who those people were?
Yes, I believe they were Ginny and Lee.
And you testify that both of those people died as a result of being struck?
They were killed instantly. And because the car came from the back, oops.
That's okay. There's not a question. Wait till the question is asked.
Okay.
After the car struck Ginny, and she would have been in the front of the parade still carrying the banner, is that correct?
Yes. She was on the far left, right in front of Ginny.
After that occurred, did you see the vehicle stop?
No.
Vehicle kept going?
Yes.
Did you see the path of travel it took after it struck Ginny?
Well, after it struck Ginny, it was sort of on the left side of the street, and it just kept barreling through.
I'm going to bring up Exhibit 54 again.
Go ahead.
And I'd ask that be published to the jury. It's previously been admitted as evidence.
Go ahead.
Objection. What's the relevancy of the video?
It's Exhibit 54. The court's already admitted it. It is shown to the jury. Go ahead.
Ma'am, can you, when the car went through, can you approximate where Bill was on this chart? You can put an X where you think he was.
Bill was about here.
I thought the sheet wasn't being shown. You specifically made a ruling for the sheet to be turned over.
That was during her testimony. She's now being asked to annotate the exhibit. So it's proper. Your objection's noted. It's overruled. Go ahead.
Thank you. Can you show the jury using this chart, and maybe you just using a line, the path that the red vehicle took?
It struck there, hit Tamara, Betty, Lee, and then Jenny.
Thank you. If we can take a screenshot of that, and it would be State's Exhibit 54A, I believe. And you stated after it struck your group, it continued going in the left-hand
Yes.
side? Do you know what group was in front of you?
What was in?
I'm sorry, do you know what parade group was in front of the dancing grannies? And if you don't remember, that's okay.
Yeah, I'm not real sure.
That's fine.
For the record, the court did capture the annotation and marked it as 54A.
After the vehicle went by, what did you do?
After when I noticed that vehicle in front of me, and then it went toward the left and continued going down, it all happened in a matter of seconds. And after the car kept going, I looked on the road, and all I seen were bodies. I thought I was in a war because there were just so many, and I just went into shock, and I just grabbed my jacket like this and went to each body to see who it was and if I could help.
You said that you grabbed your jacket. You held both sides of your jacket up to your neck area. Would that be a fair statement?
Yes,
Objection
I think I
relevancy.
needed.
Hold on. The objection's noted. It's overruled. Her answer and the description provided for the record by Attorney Basie, I would note, was accurate. You may continue.
Grounds for the overrule.
Already noted. Go ahead, Attorney Basie.
So you said that you were in shock.
I just went into shock seeing the bodies. I needed to hold on to something, I think. So I just grabbed this and just went from body to body. And then the people were running into the road with blankets, and anybody that was in the medical group quick came and were helping the people that were laying in the road to see if they could help.
The people that you saw laying in the road, were all of those people from your group?
Objection.
Yes.
Hearsay.
Overruled, not hearsay. Just a reminder, once again, let me rule on the objection before you answer. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Can you walk us through who you went up to and what you observed after you said you started going to each of the bodies to check and see if you could help?
Like I say, the people from the sidewalk, they just ran into the road to help.
Spectators?
Spectators from the sidewalk, yes. They were wonderful to try to help, bringing blankets to cover the people, to keep them warm. Then there was someone from I think it was the tavern, the bar right there, and someone came out and had us, kind of corralled us, me, Sharon, and Kathy, into the tavern to give us some warm coffee or something to drink. But I couldn't stay in there. I had to be out there, and I had to know what was going on and how badly anybody was hurt.
So when you came out, who did you go up to?
Then I went up back. I was on the road again, and just looking who was being helped and who was not quite being helped yet, and how badly they were hurt. I could not even find Tamara and Lee.
Okay. And when you say Tamara Durand or Tamara Rosentreater?
Durand.
Okay. So you couldn't find Tamara or Lee Owen? Okay.
Sorry. Did you hear her ask, was that Lee Owen?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, the two of them. I couldn't find. The rest of the people were accounted for, but I didn't know where they were, so when they were hit, they went flying on the sidewalk.
Okay. So,
And that's why I didn't see them on the road.
okay. You said yourself, Kathy Zdarsduk, Kathy Schmeling, the three of you went into the bar initially. Is that correct?
When they came out, they told us, come on in here and get warm and have something warm to drink. And
Were you injured as a result did you get struck by the red vehicle?
no,
Did you see injuries, or do you know if Kathy Schmeling or Kathy Zdarsduk got hit by the red vehicle?
I don't believe so, because Sharon, Kathy, and I were, Kathy Z, were kind of walking in the road trying to see if everyone was being helped.
How about, you said Sharon was also looking to see if people were being helped. Did you
Yes.
observe any injuries on Sharon?
No. We were the three more or less and the fourth one was Kathy Schmeling, and she immediately went on the sidewalk, and I think it was a sister or someone was on the sidewalk watching the parade. She quick ran up to Kathy and took Kathy right home.
Kathy's sister, Kathy Schmeling's sister, took Kathy Schmeling home?
Yes, because she was crying, standing there on the sidewalk, and she was kind of uncontrollable.
Okay. So let's go, who were the first people that you saw as you walked out to check on people?
Sharon, I seen her.
I'm sorry, of the injured people.
Oh.
Who did you see of the injured people? Approximately where were they, and what did you observe?
Okay, I went straight ahead, and it was mainly Tamara.
Rosentreater?
Yes. And then it was Betty String.
Were they both on the ground?
Yes, they were laying in the road.
Did you see, were they able to move?
Pardon?
Were they able to move?
Not much, because the people were telling them to lay still, because I believe Betty had 2 skull fractures, and they didn't want her to move her head or anything. But yet she was awake, and she could talk.
Okay.
So
How about Tamara Rosentreater?
now she had several broken bones, ribs, arm and wrist, leg. So she had a lot of broken bones, but she too could talk and communicate.
How about Lola Haspel?
Lola immediately ran to her husband. He was laying kind of on the sidewalk, because when he was hit, he just went toward the sidewalk. And now he was hurt. He wasn't killed instantly. And she had a blanket for him, and she stayed with him until the ambulance came and took him to the hospital.
Did Bill recover from the injury sustained by that vehicle?
No, he didn't. He died during surgery.
Did you note any injuries or find out of any injuries to Lola Haspel?
No.
And Lee Owen, you said you could not find. Did you find Lee at all that evening?
Yes. Later, the police had me identify her. They had her picture on their phone, and because I asked where Lee was, and they showed me, is this Lee? And it was her. She was thrown on the sidewalk. That's why I didn't see her in the road.
Do you know what side of the sidewalk she was, or what side of the road she was thrown on?
She was on the left.
So as you're marching down Main Street, she was on the left side?
Yes, she was right behind Ginny.
Okay. And the picture that they showed you of Lee, was she alive when they took that picture?
No, she was killed instantly.
And Ginny, did you see Ginny that night?
Ginny was killed instantly also. She was right there on the road.
Again, on the left-hand side?
Yes.
And did you go by Bill Haspel?
Bill was on the right side. He kind of was thrown on the sidewalk.
Did you go by him at all, or?
Yes.
Objection.
I talked to him.
Hold on. There's been an objection.
Oh, I didn't hear him.
It's overruled, and her answer that she gave me.
I didn't even state the objection, but
Ma'am, I'm going to show you what's been previously marked and admitted into evidence, which is Exhibit 15. It's going to show up on your screen, okay? Let me know when you see it in front of you. And I'd ask that it be published to the jury as well. It's previously been admitted into evidence.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Ma'am, can you, is this look to be Main Street, the parade route from November 21st of 2021?
objection. Leading the witness.
Sustained as to the form of the question. Please rephrase.
Do you know what Exhibit 15 is?
No, I don't know what this really is.
Okay. Do you see, does it appear to be a map or something else?
Objection.
Pardon?
Leading the witness.
Overruled. She may answer that.
Does it appear to be a map or something else?
Yes, where there's a lot of names and kind of a map.
Okay. Do you see a purple line on that map?
Yeah, with all the purple stars on.
Or I don't know if they're purple stars, but I see some yellow stars, some orange stars.
Yes.
Objection.
Yes.
Leading the witness.
This has previously been marked and admitted into evidence. I think I can direct her attention to these items.
Agreed.
I think
Your objection is noted. It's overruled. This exhibit has previously been received.
I think the stars the color are pretty obvious what they are.
There's various color stars, and
It's
again,
only
the
two
exhibit's
color
been
stars.
received. The jury can determine for itself later on what colors they are and the meaning of them. But go ahead, you may ask your next question of this witness.
And you see the street that, the long street that's depicted on Exhibit 15. Do you see a name on that street?
Okay,
Do you see it?
yes.
And what is it?
I see all the stars. I don't know what the question.
Do you see a name on the street on the map?
Okay, let me see.
For example, go
Main
ahead.
Street, Broadway.
So is Main Street the street that you were on when you were marching and your group got hit?
I believe it was.
Okay. Now, if you go to look to the bottom left, there is a box that's labeled Dancing Grannies. Do you
Yes.
see that?
Yes.
And it has 7 names in that box. Are those all part of the Dancing Grannies?
Objection. Leading the witness.
Overruled. She may answer.
Grounds.
She
I
may
may
answer.
answer.
Go ahead.
With the exception of Bill, he was Lola's husband.
Yes. I'm sure he would appreciate that distinction that he was not one of the dancers.
Right.
All those people were associated with the Dancing Grannies.
Yes.
And the people in red are the ones that you testified are deceased as a result of being struck that day. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And the other 3 that are in green are those people who were injured as a result of being struck that day?
Okay, 1, 2. Yes, Lola wasn't really injured. She just was with Bill when he was injured.
Okay.
To keep him calm.
Okay. And you see that there's a black line that directs it to a yellow star. Do you see that?
Objection. Leading the witness.
Yes.
Overruled. This exhibit has previously been received. It's fair for the state to direct the witness's attention to a particular part. And her answer may stand.
Does that appear to be the location where your group was struck?
Okay, yes.
It does?
It looks like it would be, yes.
Thank you. We can take that off the screen. I'd now like to show Exhibit 55.
Go ahead. I'm assuming just to this.
Yes, just the witness. If we can play it for approximately, first of all, do you see it in front of your screen?
Yes.
Okay. Starting at 00, we're going to play it for approximately 10 seconds. and then I'll ask you some questions about it, okay? Thank you. Does that accurately depict what occurred to your group on November 21st, 2021?
Yes, it does.
I'm going to ask that it be admitted into evidence and published to the jury.
Objection.
Overruled.
Grounds.
It's relevant. Permission to publish is granted. Exhibit 55 is received.
And Your Honor, this clip is 15 seconds long. I would ask that the full clip be played at this time.
Go ahead.
Ma'am, the group that you saw on the right-hand side of the screen, was that the Dancing Grannies?
Yes, it was.
And did you see headlights coming through your group?
No, because it came from the back.
I'm sorry, in the video, did you see headlights coming through?
Yes.
Objection, leading the
Yes.
Overruled. She may answer.
And you answered?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And was that the path of travel you recalled seeing the red vehicle take as it went by you on the right and went through your group?
Yes.
I want to show it one more time for the jury so that they can now focus on the headlights on the vehicle.
Objection. Relevancy.
Your objection's noted. It's overruled. Permission to publish once again
Grounds.
is granted.
And Your Honor, the state is going to play it at 50%.
Grounds. Objection. Grounds.
Noted. Overruled.
Grounds.
Relevance.
If you can start,
And-
please.
I request legal reconsideration of your ruling.
Denied.
Grounds of the denial. For the record, may I request a legal or factual basis for your ruling? Is that a legal determination, Your Honor? Are you making a judicial determination?
You may continue,
Ma'am,
Attorney Basie.
did you see the body come forward and fly in front of the truck?
No, me being in
I'm
back.
sorry, in the video, did you see the body
Objection.
flying in front of the truck?
It's not
No.
leading.
In the video that you just saw, you didn't see a body?
Oh, yeah, on the video, but not.
Right. And do you know who that was?
Yes.
Who was that?
When they had it on TV, that was
No,
the man, right?
I'm sorry. Who was the body that went flying in the street that came towards the front of the screen?
Hold on one second. That last answer, I'm going to, because it was non-responsive, but I'm going to strike it, instruct the jury to disregard it, and then if you could state your question again.
Certainly. If we can go to Exhibit 55 again, to approximately the 10-second mark.
Are you withdrawing that last question then?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you.
Can that be struck? The question?
It's been withdrawn.
Can it be struck from the record?
It's been withdrawn.
May it be struck from the record?
There does not need to be struck, so the request is denied. It's been withdrawn.
May I ask for a legal and factual
Remarks
basis
of
for
the
your ruling?
attorneys and questions of the attorneys are not evidence. It's the answers that are evidence, so that's why it's not being struck. You may continue, Attorney Basie.
Thank you. Do you see a body probably in the middle of the screen on the left-hand side? On the ground?
Yes.
Do you know who that is?
Well, it's hard to tell who it's, but that would probably be Ginny.
Okay, thank you. I'm now going to show you just you. It'll be in front of you on the screen, Exhibit 152. Exhibit 152 is 14 seconds in length. I'm going to show it to the witness, the entire 14 seconds, to see if she recognizes this. Do you recognize what's depicted in that video as what occurred and what you saw on November 21st of last year?
Yes,
Okay.
but when the car hit them, it was, it was on my side, and I didn't see them flying or anything.
But you saw the car come through, and you previously testified that you saw the car strike them. You didn't see where they went. Is that
Objection,
fair?
leading the witness.
Overruled. That answer may stand.
I'm going to ask that this be admitted into evidence and published to the jury.
Objection. Where's the relevancy?
The
Grounds for
objection's
relevancy.
noted, it's overruled, and Exhibit 152 is received. Permission to publish is granted.
Grounds for your ruling, Your Honor.
Relevance.
I'm going to play it at full speed initially, and then I'm going to play it at 50%. So I will ask you questions after I play it full speed, okay?
Mhm.
If we can play the whole 15 seconds with sound. Ma'am, who did that red vehicle strike in that exhibit 152?
Objection. Leading the witness. Saw the video.
Tamara
Saw the video.
Durant.
Hold on, there's been an objection, everyone. The objection is noted, it's overruled. Now you may answer the question.
Grounds for the overrule, Your Honor.
It's overruled, you may answer.
Grounds for the overrule, Your Honor.
Go ahead, you may answer.
Tamara Duran.
Thank you. I'm now going to play it at 50% speed for the jury.
The sound alone is horrifying.
And that was the car that you saw travel in front of you?
Yes.
Objection. Leading the witness.
Overruled.
Grounds for the overrule, Your Honor.
It's overruled. Next
Grounds.
question.
Ma'am, I'm now going to, if I did not already do it, I'd ask that Exhibit 152 be admitted into evidence. I would then direct the witness's attention to Exhibit 153, which will show just in front of your screen, okay?
Grounds.
Exhibit 152 was received already. No need to address the request for grounds by Mr. Brook due to that. And then the exhibit is up in front of the court, the witness, and the parties, but not published.
Objection. I do not consent to or agree to being called that name, Your Honor, for the record.
Go ahead, Attorney Basie.
Thank you. This clip
Would that be
is...
noted for the record, Your Honor?
Go ahead, Attorney Basie.
Thank you.
May that be noted for the
Mr.
record, Your
Brooks,
Honor.
stop interrupting.
I just want to make sure.
Mr. Brooks, stop.
I just want to make sure it's on the record.
Go ahead, Attorney Basie.
Thank you. This clip is 38 seconds in length, Your Honor. Again, I'm going to show you the first 5 seconds of this clip and ask if it accurately reflects your observations from November 21st of last year. If you can start. Ma'am, is that your group in the Waukesha Christmas Parade last November?
Yes.
Okay. I'd ask that Exhibit 153 be admitted into evidence and be published for the jury.
Objection. Relevancy.
Exhibit 153 is received. It may be published to the jury. The objection is noted and overruled.
Ma'am, I'm going to have it played at full speed, and then I'll ask you some questions and then play it at half speed, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Clear your minds.
Ma'am, what did you see in Exhibit 153 that was just played before you?
I seen Bill being hit and thrown towards the sidewalk.
And that's Bill Hospital?
Yes.
And I'm going to show it now to you and the jury. Just a clip of it, starting at 0 seconds at 50% speed. What I'm going to be asking you about is where you are in this clip. Okay? So if you can start it. I see we may have a future granny in front of us here with the green hair.
Sure looks like it.
Objection. Relevancy.
Your objections noted, sustained. The jury will strike that last question and answer. The jury will disregard that last answer.
Now, if you look at the street, pause. Sorry, keep going. If we can pause it now at 21 seconds. I would just ask, did you see after Bill Hospital was struck, did you see some feet coming through the screen on the bottom at the very end of that clip?
Objection. Relevancy.
I seen him in the legs, yeah.
Okay. And then did you see your feet marked? That would have been the approximate area that he was hit. Did you see your feet in the video at the end? It's fine if you didn't. It's
Not really.
Okay. Thank you. Nothing further. Thank you.
Ma'am, I'm going to give Mr. Brooks an opportunity to ask you questions as well. Please answer those for him. Go ahead, your cross.
During your testimony, you kept referring to he. Who were you referring to when you said he?
I can't understand him.
Can you please state your question a little bit louder? She was not able to hear.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
You need to be closer to the microphone or project your voice, okay?
I got it.
Thank you.
During your testimony, you kept referring to a he. Like a lot of times you would say he. Who were you referring to by the he? Who did you mean by the he?
He?
Yes.
When it was showing Bill.
No, not
Bill would be the he.
Before today, have you seen any of those videos before today?
No.
You stated that you saw a red vehicle strike the Grannies. Do you remember if that was, or let me back up. Do you remember what type of vehicle you saw?
It was like an SUV. It wasn't just a car. It was, the flat back. I'm bad for cars. And all I know is I'd seen the red streak, and then all of a sudden I seen the car in front of me.
So would you describe it as a car?
It was a vehicle.
And how close did it come to you, if you recall?
I would say several feet. I was in front of the music vehicle, and it came around the music vehicle on the right side, and that's where Bill and Tamara were. And I was a little bit this way because I was directly behind the music vehicle.
Were you able to see into the vehicle in any way?
Was I able to what?
To see inside of the vehicle.
No, because it came behind me.
So you didn't get a look at the driver at all?
No, I don't have eyes in the back of my head.
Do you recall what happened when people were struck by the vehicle?
No, I couldn't see them being struck from where I was. The vehicle was big, and it was after the vehicle went through our group that I seen all the people that were struck.
Earlier you testified to people being thrown to the side of the street. Would it be fair to say that, and I'm going off your last answer to the last question, would it be fair to say that you didn't see that with your own eyes?
No, that's where they were found.
But you didn't see it with your own eyes?
No, I couldn't.
Sorry about that. You also stated that a few of the people that were struck died instantly. Would that be fair to say?
That died instantly, you mean?
Yeah, you stated that a few people that were struck died instantly. Would that be fair to say?
Some of them, yeah.
And
2 were injured, and
how would you know for sure that they died instantly if you didn't see them struck?
because the police found 2 of them on the sidewalk, one on the left, one on the right. They were already dead.
So were you told by the police that they were dead?
That what?
Were you told by the police that they had passed away?
I could see they were working on them and weren't getting anywhere. They were trying to get the heart started with the heart machines. Nothing was working.
And you know that for sure?
I seen them working on them, yes. Not all of them, but on some of them.
So was it fair to say at that time that you had no medical diagnosis at that point in time?
Nobody gives nobody diagnosis. They just were working on them and trying to get them revived, but they couldn't do it.
So it would be fair to say at that time you had no knowledge of the injuries sustained?
No.
You stated that, I believe it was a Kathy. Did you know a Kathy that was part of your group?
Yes, 2 Kathys.
You stated, I don't remember which one, but you stated that one of the Kathys had a sister or something?
Yes, on the sidewalk watching the parade.
Do you recall the sister's name?
No.
Are you sure it was a sister or maybe just a relative?
Could have been a sister or a relative. I figured it was a sister.
So it would be fair to say you didn't know for sure who it was?
Asked and answered.
It was someone in the family.
You may answer. Go ahead, you may answer.
Okay, it was someone in her family that was trying to console her, but she was just standing there out of control, weeping and...
You stated that there was a music van of some sort?
a music vehicle.
And you also stated that you couldn't hear what was going on behind you because the music van. Would that be fair to say?
That's right. I didn't hear anything. I just seen a red streak when it came past me.
So would it be fair to say that if a vehicle was honking a horn, you wouldn't have heard it if it was behind you?
I don't know. No, there was no horns.
But you don't know for sure because you stated that the music was playing pretty loudly. Would that be fair to say?
That's for sure. But whether I would hear a horn or not, I don't know.
Were you able to see a license plates number of the vehicle?
No. I was just shocked that a vehicle would be in the parade route. I didn't have time to read a license plate.
And you stated that there's also a member of your group named Lola?
Named what?
Lola?
Lola. Yes, it was her husband, Bill.
And she, to your knowledge, to your recollection, Lola was not injured?
No.
You spoke with knowledge of a lot of the injuries. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Have you yourself ever had any medical training of any kind?
No, my family is all in the medical field.
Have you yourself ever been
No.
in the medical field?
No.
Did you see anyone behind you struck?
No, because I was behind the music vehicle. I mean, in front of the music vehicle.
And you yourself weren't injured, right?
No. The car couldn't get at me because they would have to go through the car.
You stated that you went inside of a building at some point, or
Yes.
one of the businesses,
Yes.
and you stated that you couldn't stay in there because you wanted to see how bad everything was outside. Would that be fair to say?
Well, I was outside first, walking and seeing everybody, then watching them work on them, and the tavern was trying to comfort us by inviting us in for coffee or water, something to get us. But I couldn't stay in there. I had to be out there with them people.
Do you recall about how long you stayed in the tavern? I think you said it was before you
Yeah,
went back out.
I would say between 5 minutes and 10.
So when were you informed by, I guess I would say, medical personnel of the injuries to your group?
When I seen them working on them, they had the heart machine on Ginny, and blood was pouring out of her mouth, and I knew she was gone. There was no doubt about it.
At any time during the incident, did medical personnel come to you and
No.
tell you injuries?
No, just the police came to me to know that where Lee was, because I was wondering where she was, and the police showed me her photo and said that she was gone.
At one point in your earlier testimony, you pointed to the defendant table and said, "That's him from the news." Any reason why you would say that?
From the news. I didn't say that.
You testified that you pointed to the defendant's table and said, "That's him from the news," and you were cut off right in mid-sentence.
Do you mean the part that the judge struck from the record? Oh, okay. You want that back on the record. Got it.
I wasn't saying that at all.
So have you ever seen any news coverage of the incident?
From Lola, I knew that Bill had died during surgery that evening. And so I knew that from her because she was at the hospital with him. I knew about...
Ma'am, did you hear the question about seeing news reports? And just be a little more specific on the time, okay?
I don't know what you mean about news reports.
Okay, fair enough.
On the regular news or...
He'll rephrase.
Okay.
At any time, do you recall seeing any news reports related to the incident? At any time?
It was on the news. Yes.
So it would be fair to say that you watched reports of the incident.
When it was on the regular news in the evening,
was it?
They didn't cover much of it. They just showed that the dancing grannies, that.
Would it be fair to say you learned additional information that you didn't have when you were at the incident from the news?
Not from the news, I didn't know.
Okay.
I knew from the family.
So would it be fair to say that before you received information from the families, you weren't sure of the exact injuries to the grannies in your group?
Some of them I knew right away because of the police.
Did you know just from observation, or were you told?
I was pretty much told.
And from the videos that you saw here today, which you already stated it was your first time seeing any of those videos.
Yes.
Did you see anything in those videos today that you didn't see at the time of the incident?
Yeah, the people being hit and flying. Once the car was in front of me, that's when it left the bodies behind.
But you didn't actually see?
I couldn't. The car was in my way.
And do you recall who else was not injured from your group besides Lola?
The four of us were not injured.
Do you recall the names of who was not injured?
Kathy Z, Sharon Millard, me and Lola and Kathy. The other Kathy. There's two Kathys.
Both Kathys, to your knowledge, were not injured?
No, they weren't. We were all that was left standing.
Do you recall about what time you left the parade after the incident?
What do you mean after the incident?
Do you recall what time you left the parade?
That was when everybody was taken away, and I think then we were in the bar having a cup of coffee, and then I had to find a way home because the music vehicle had to stay there because it was a crime scene. So Kathy Z's family took her home, so they gave me a ride right away too.
And you don't recall about what time that was?
No.
That would be fair with everything else going on. At any time in the days following the incident, did you see any reports of a suspect at any time?
I seen it on the news that a suspect was taken, or found, I should say.
And what are you referencing when you say found?
What was I what? Oh, found. In other words, the police found him. I didn't know who, where, or who he was at the time.
I don't recall if this question was asked, so I'm going to ask it. Were you there with any of your family members, immediate family or anything?
My immediate family members, just my husband. And he was driving the music vehicle.
Was he injured in any way?
No. Outside of being shot by what he was seeing.
Physical injury. Did he suffer any physical?
Because he was in the car.
Do you recall giving any police statement, or were you interviewed by any law enforcement after the incident?
Yes.
Do you recall if it was the same night of the incident or in the days following?
Both. Right there at the time, and then the next day.
Did you ever file any claims related to the incident?
I believe not of the incident, no, because I was there when they were talking to the gals that weren't hurt. They were like interviewing us.
The four of you, correct? The four that went, the two,
yeah,
the
all
two
of us.
Cassidy.
Yeah, the ones that were left. Yeah.
Do you know if they filed any claims related to the incident?
If what?
Do you know if they filed any claims related to the incident?
Objections?
Grounds?
Cause for speculation?
Grounds?
The way that he asked it is overruled. So you may answer if you know.
Okay. No, because we were all together and came to every interview that they needed from us.
Do you recall seeing or reading any complaints related to the incident?
Objection.
Grounds.
Sustained as to the form of the question. You don't have to answer that.
Okay.
Should I rephrase the question? Or?
It was sustained as to the form of the question.
At any time during any interviews with law enforcement, were you shown a complaint related to the incident?
Objection. Bennett.
Grounds.
Sustained as to the form of the question.
Were you informed that it may be a possibility that you might be called to testify in this matter?
A lot later. Not at the time. I had no idea of testimony until.
Would you say much later, as you say, would that refer to weeks, months?
Months. I was in no shape at the time to testify or talk about anything.
Do you recall seeking to testify? Wanting to testify?
No, I didn't ask to. This just happened when we would be in our interviews and then.
So it would be fair to say that you were asked or
Yes.
subpoenaed?
Yes.
Do you recall by whom?
I imagine the DAs or.
When you say the DAs, do you mean the district attorney's office?
Yes.
Did they ever identify to you as being the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection.
Grounds.
Sustained. Next question.
Grounds for the substance, Your Honor.
Relevance grounds.
Do you recall ever being told that there was a plaintiff in this matter?
No, it's just I was interviewed a few times, the 5 of us, and that was pretty much the end of it until months ago where
I think probably a little explanation is needed. Are you aware what a plaintiff is?
Objection. Relevant.
Grounds.
Sustained. Next question.
Grounds for the substain, Your Honor.
Next question, Mr. Brooks.
Grounds for the substain, Your Honor.
Ask your next question, please.
I am. I just want to know the grounds, just for the record, the grounds for the substain.
Ask your next question.
Your Honor, the grounds should be put on the record.
Ask your next question. I'll address this all at the next break outside the presence of the jury. Ask your next question.
Your Honor, with all respect, I think the jury
Mr. Brooks, under
deserves.
906.11, ask your next question, or I will determine that the cross-examination is now closed.
I'm
Keep going.
I'm going to keep going. I just think the jury deserves to hear.
Mr. Brooks, I'm instructing you to stop making those statements. The jury will disregard. This is the cross-examination. It's not your opportunity to make legal arguments or to testify. You'll have an opportunity if you so choose to do that later.
With all respect,
Next
that is not
question.
question fine. The jury just deserves to know.
All right, under 906.11, the cross-examination
I still
will be
have a question,
determined.
Your Honor.
Sir, you didn't follow my very clear instructions. Does the state have any follow-up?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, ma'am. You may step
Objection
down.
to that, Your Honor.
Your objection's noted. Ma'am, you
I
may
was
step
not-
down, and after she steps down, I will be excusing the jury for a few moments. Please rise for the witness and for the jury as they leave the courtroom. Mr. Brooks, please wait. You may have a seat, everyone. To specifically address the repeated request by Mr. Brooks for the court to state the grounds, sir, I am not legally required to do that. Those are legal determinations that if you feel there is an error later on, you can address on appeal if you are convicted. I have been answering many of them at your request, but I may not do that at all times. In fact, you're asking me to provide that explanation and really highlight for the jury the court's opinion on relevance. That's why we don't state that. There's an objection, it's a party makes it, states the grounds. Sometimes I ask the opposing party for their position. Sometimes I do not. Many times it's very self-evident. Either the objections are baseless. Many of the hearsay objections are baseless. Your objection to hearsay is it's not hearsay. So that's why, to me, they're self-evident. I say sustained, and we go forward. So you need to be aware, sir, that when you ask for the grounds, you're asking me to state a legal conclusion in front of the jury, which I don't feel is necessary for the reasons that I've already stated, that you're asking me to highlight my opinion on relevance and my determination on relevance. So going forward, you need to be aware of that. Again, not a sign of disrespect. It's the record is self-evident many, many times. If I feel that more argument is needed, I'll excuse the jury. But I haven't felt the need to do that up until this point. And I will caution you once again, sir, 906.11 is the statute, mode and order of interrogation and presentation controlled by the judge. The judge shall exercise reasonable control over the mode and order of interrogating witnesses and presenting evidence so as to do all of the following. A, make the interrogation and presentation effective for the ascertainment of the truth. B, avoid needless consumption of time. C, protect witnesses from harassment or undue embarrassment. And it goes on, but for purposes of what I'm going through, that's the most relevant portion of 906.11. So when I give you the warning that under 906.11, I will cut off your cross-examination, it's because you're violating 906.11.
And so, is that a judicial determination that I violated 906.11 when...
I'm advising you, sir, it's not a specific determination as to anything that's happened thus far, just a summary of why I am relying upon 906.11 throughout the questioning of witnesses and the presentation of evidence.
Your Honor,
so with that, we're going to continue. I'm going to have the state be ready with their next witness.
Your Honor, I'm not interrupting you. I'm letting you make a clear record.
Mr. Brooks, you have actually interrupted me.
I just let you go through the whole citing of 906.11 without saying anything.
I'm not asking for the parties to make an argument under 906.11.
So
I'm advising you. Stop interrupting me, please. I'm advising you, sir, so that you have hopefully more knowledge and awareness as it relates to the statute that I've cited dozens of times during this trial.
I'm well aware of what I'm citing, Your Honor. Well aware.
All right,
and I'm just seeking for the record to be clear. With all due respect, Your Honor, that's judicial misconduct because you're not allowing the jury who deserves to hear certain aspects of testimony. Like I stated yesterday, under the Sixth Amendment, I have the right to face my accuser, which means that I can question about clearly the plaintiff being the accuser. How come I can't question about if a witness may know or have had any prior interactions or any conversations or anything of the sort with the plaintiff who has yet to show their face? Also, the reason why I was objecting the way I was is because I was trying to get to the question of the witness saying that about the 4 ladies in her group that were not injured. There's relevancy because with her stating on the record, clearly for the record, and for Your Honor, and for the court and for the jury, that these ladies were not injured in any way, but yet there's still charges associated with these ladies who were not injured. That should be dismissed.
We are not at that point, sir. The charges I refer you to the preliminary jury instructions for first-degree recklessly endangering safety and the elements they don't need to prove. There are certain elements. And so I'm not going to have a debate with you over the law at this point. I've made my rulings as it relates to certain questions that you have asked and whether they're relevant, whether they're vague, whether they call for speculation, or a whole host of reasons that a question can be objected to. I'm not further going to address your position on
May I request a legal reconsideration of your ruling, Your Honor?
You interrupted me. I'm not done with what I was trying to say.
It was no way for me to know that because you paused. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Just because I paused doesn't mean I'm done.
But you paused for quite a while, so I wasn't sure.
In any event, sir, we're going to keep going. Any error you believe I've made, you can raise again on appeal if you are convicted, but we will proceed forward. Does the state have their next witness available? Please do not interrupt. I'm asking this later question.
That's why I was just
Mr. Brooks, you're interrupting. Stop. Does the state have available their next witness?
We do, but could we please request a comfort break, Your Honor? I'm sorry, but we haven't gone about 2 hours now.
All right, that's
as long
fine.
as they're
we'll take a 15-minute break. That's fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For the record, Your Honor, we haven't addressed subject matter, jurisdiction.
We are off the record, Mr.
That will conclude our trial portion of the video for the day so that we can make time to update everyone on the dancing grannies.
Don't let the title fool you. They can move, groove, and maybe even outbeat you on the dance floor. Just ask Lee Owen. Can you keep up, Lee? Can you keep up with the group?
Oh, you bet I can. Yeah. I'm encouraging them. Come on, come on.
An award-winning dance troupe.
Spunky
The
little
squad
thing.
performs in holiday parades like 4th of July and St. Patrick's Day, showing off what these senior citizens can do. Janice Kramer says the support from the crowds gets them going.
Who doesn't like to hear wolf whistles at this age? I mean,
Wolf
come on.
whistles.
Really? And everybody's hooting and hollering and cheering you on when we would do like past the veterans, you know, and we do our kicks and, you know, do some kind of sexy hip thing. The gentlemen at the VA love this step. It's amazing.
They're even well known outside of Milwaukee County, little kids spotting them from a distance.
And another time, a bunch of us had gone up to Door County, and we were at some historic place, and there were some kids there waiting for a bus. And we had our Dancing Granny shirts on, and this one girl goes, "You're Dancing Grannies?" And a whole bunch of them got up and came over and started talking to us. And it's like, oh, kind of like minor celebrities.
But let's rewind back to 1984, the group's humble birth.
And it was a jazzercise group. And the women wanted a little more, so somehow they got into this. And the first parade that was ever done was South Shore Frolic.
Things have changed over the years, new women coming and others retiring. They've held their own and the crown.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
even incorporating a choreographer.
7 and 8.
Jenny Swanson.
10 and 11.
A blessing to the team for 19 years, whipping them into tip-top shape.
Booty.
She's like the heart and soul, honest to God. She keeps us on our toes.
I want it from the hip and I want it to matter. I love dancing, and now that I can't with my surgery, it's like I lost a best friend. But the dancing Grannies had a place for me here, choreography, and being an instructor. That's a really important part of my life, especially now where I can't dance. And I love it, and I love the ladies, and they're my family. They're my friends. Always smiling, right?
The Grannies practicing once a week at Wilson Park. Information: lines must be perfect, shoulders up, and watch your partner.
Stay with your partner. Your partner.
President Tamara Rosentreader says the ladies are so passionate they're running through the drill after hours.
We each individually practice, at home to make sure that we have the routines down.
You did really good.
The sisterhood doesn't end when they leave practice. It actually becomes stronger.
We do go out to special dinners a couple times a year. We just had a huge formal. Like, we have this trip that we go on, which is out in Minnesota. There's a parade out there that we do, and everybody carpools together, and it's a good time.
It's just nice to get to know, the different Grannies. It's nice to get to know their families. And when one does retire or quits or whatever, it's not only them, it's their family that goes. A lot of the husbands help in the parades, and so you miss them too.
You're all in sync. I told you, just like the Rockettes, you do it.
Dance is just a piece of the puzzle that blends the Granny gang. Staying healthy sits at the top of their list.
It's a good workout.
So it's great exercise, and I think it keeps us young.
Where's the funky stuff?
While they may be stars, they're selfless.
There you go.
We like to reach out to the communities and the societies of what needs help. And whatever we can do out there, we will do.
Because they're thankful for the support given to them. So if you ever see the Dancing Grannies,
hands up.
Never hesitate to say hello or ask about membership. You will be loved unconditionally. Thank you, ladies.
Oh, God, I got
really
chills.
appreciate it.
I'm the little head behind there.
If you ask Sharon Millard how many parades she's danced in since she joined the Milwaukee Dancing Grannies 6 years ago,
every one of them.
She doesn't miss a beat. The organization has brought her joy and unshakable bonds.
We're all sisters. We treat each other like sisters and like family.
I was home Sunday. My son texted me and said, Mom, are you okay? And I thought it was strange. And I answered it and said, yes, why? And he said, Mom, I said, why are you asking me these questions? And he said, Mom, the Dancing Grannies were hit. And I said, what? I said, you sure you got the right parade? Mom, wasn't the Waukesha parade today? Yes. And I said, well, there's a lot of dance groups. And I said, what were they wearing? And then he said, blue skirt and fur.
I knew it wasn't an accident. Out on my left, I saw the vehicle, and I didn't see Lee. And then I saw Jenny get hit. And I fell apart, really fell apart.
And at that time, then I knew something wasn't right. So I turned on the TV. Of course, the TV didn't have much at the time. It was just a red van, whatever. So I'm texting Jenny. Figuring, okay, she's going to tell me what's going on. Texted Lee. She's going to tell me what's going on. I'm just going to go to bed. I'll wake up in the morning. There'll be a message. I got no message. Then I got scared.
Millard lost 4 close friends, best known to her as Lee, Tammy, Ginny, and Bill.
The vehicle kept going, and all I could do was scream, call 911, and then I turned around and saw half our Grannies down.
I called Sharon, and Sharon said, are you sitting down? And I said, yeah. And then she told me, she said, what had happened. And then when she said Jenny was gone, and then when she said Lee was gone, I screamed. I hung up on her, and I spent the day crying. It was horrible. It was horrible news. And then later on, then I found out about Tammy, and of course, then Will. And that was Tammy's first parade. That was her very first parade that she was in. There were 2 new grannies that were in that parade, Kathy and Tammy. And now she's gone too.
It may not be until spring when these ladies dance again.
There are not enough dancing grannies left.
But when they do, Millard says 4 souls will be there moving with them.
And every time I dance, I'll think of them. I really will. And I know they will be with us when we dance. They'll be with us in our heart.
To see everyone with the cards, the hearts, the claps, and the cheers, for us, was an eye-opening experience. I thought it was going to be just a regular parade that we happened to be in. When we did the parade in Franklin, walking arm in arm, that was a surprise for me. I mean, it brought tears of joy for me. And at that point, it just woke me up to the point, like, people know who we are.
Overwhelming. It is sad that a tragedy is what took for us to become as well known as we are. We have a wonderful, wonderful turnout of ladies that want to be a dancing granny. Right now we had 30 interested people, 25 showed up. I had heard also that we have at least 15 people that are on our waiting list for next fall. We start practice in February again.
Overwhelming. That's what it is. To me, it just means that they see us having so much fun, working together, having fun together. And I think they didn't think that, they never thought of themselves doing it, but we're real people. You can come in, you don't have to know how to dance. We've made that clear. You don't have to be a dancer. If you can walk, you can do it. You know what I mean? And I think people know that by now, or I would hope they do. We're excited for them to get to walk in the parades with us. They're going to be behind the truck. They're going to have banners. It means everything to me. I just know Jenny and Lee especially would be very upset if we didn't do this. And I know up there cheering us on, looking down and just saying, you go girls, you know what I mean? We're making them proud. And we're doing things that I think that they've always dreamed of doing, but didn't have enough ladies to do it with. So now we're getting enough, starting to move on. I mean, everything's great. We've got all these perspectives. We've got great goals in mind. Changing out costumes, getting different costumes, and doing things differently. I mean, we're talking about the Macy's Day Parade and fundraisers, something we've never done.
Basically, that's about it. We've been just moving on and moving on. Jenny was, she loved the grannies very much. She would do anything for the grannies. I miss her. I am trying to fill her shoes and do what she would do for the grannies to make them strong again. And the team that we have in there is unbelievable. Every granny in there that we have is pulling together and putting their best foot forward, whatever their strength is, whether it be PR, whether it be volunteers, refreshment, whatever it is we need. They are doing what they can to keep our group going.
Hi, my name is Jan Kwiatkowski. My husband Dennis and I will be married almost 43 years.
If you would have told me 4 or 5 years ago that I would have a wall full of bins of and bags of pom-poms on a wall in the bedroom, I would have told you you were out of your mind. But here I am on a Saturday afternoon, just going through some pom-poms that were given to me by Jeannie, so we could organize and keep track of costumes and all the things that we have as we grow this group. And so anyway, that's what I'm doing, at least for part of the Saturday afternoon. It's also kind of weird not to be in a parade or getting ready for a parade this weekend. Our summer schedule was so intense. We have one more coming up next week, and then a few weeks break until this year, what's going to be a really intensive Christmas season with more parades than I can ever recall doing on a Christmas season. So actually, it's probably nice to have a break, and that's all good. It's all good. But anyway, that's my wall of pom poms. Who'd have ever thought it?
It's a Thursday morning, and the granny part of the trial starts today. Starts actually in about 5 minutes, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard to listen to and watch. I've watched a lot of the trial in between work and when I've had time here and there, and my heart just aches watching what people have been through and watching them live through all of this again as a human being, as a trauma therapist, as a mom, as a grandma, as a human being. Not exactly sure who of us is going to be testifying. There's a lot, obviously, that we can't and shouldn't talk about, so the trial proceeds as it should. And grateful for a process as hard as it is that honors the rights of all human beings. What this is helping me do, though, is process through some feelings that when all this happened, we were so busy coping with trying to get through and do the things we needed to do that I do what a lot of caregivers do, is tuck things aside and till the time is right to process them and and get through it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I know what I need to do to take care of myself and love those around me, love the grannies, and hold all who are living through this in any kind of way in healing light and love. Light always wins over the darkness. Sometimes it takes time, but it always wins.
People think resilience oftentimes is just being able to get up and bounce back like nothing happened. And the reality is, and I work with this a lot in my practice too, is the reality is, unless it's something really small, like a little kid falls down and scrapes their knee a little bit, resilience is hard work. And whether it's personally, professionally, or any other way. And I've been thinking a lot about the resilience of the people in this group and our volunteers and just so many people, not only the grannies, but who've lived with all of this past year and are working so darn hard to get past it. And even though I've been in my very happy place, I've still been following the trial and all of that from far away, either at night or sometimes when my husband is napping, and a little bit we've watched together, but obviously focused on this as our time. But my heart has not been far away at all. Dennis is napping right now, and so I watched a little bit, and the closing arguments will begin in about 50 minutes. Went to the Waukesha Strong page and saw the video that Brenda, somebody from the community, posted. I put it on my Facebook page, and finally I could cry a lot of tears that I know would come for so much
And hold it
for
in.
so many, and for so much that people are still going through. The end is almost near from this, at least the trial part of this. Get through December and we will. My heart goes out to so many people. Your courage, your resilience, your dogged determination to heal, to look squarely at what happened. I have so much respect and awe for all of you. Blessings and holding so much and so many in light. It has been quite a 24 hours. Left Barbados yesterday at 8 o'clock in the morning, which is 7 o'clock our time, and was hoping that if we were really lucky, we could get a verdict by lunchtime when I got to Miami. And lo and behold, the plane landed and it was announced that the verdict was reached. And I turned on my phone and one of the apps that I use, and tuned it on just in time to hear the judge start reading the verdict. Our flight had gotten moved up about 6 hours, about 6 hours. So with that, I was actually able to get home in time for me and Dennis to join the Grannies at where we go after our practice, and eat and talk and have a toast and just be together on that night. I wasn't able to be there for practice with them. I'm looking forward to getting back with them next week. But yeah, it's going to take a while to take it all in, and we still have this Waukesha parade to get through. But this is a big turning point, and I have so much respect for all the people who testify, the first responders, all the witnesses, and wow, just everybody who did what they did to help Waukesha and help everybody involved get where they are. Yeah, so those are my initial thoughts. I'm glad this part's over. It's been really hard for a lot of people. I'm glad this part's over. And I'm glad he will never, ever be able to hurt another man, woman, or child again.
Yeah.
Anyway, just some final thoughts here. The sentencing day for the perpetrator has been set for November 15th and 16th, and knowing that that day is coming, not even sure what the word is, because relief doesn't begin to cover that, but this chapter is now finally coming to an end. And I can't tell you how good that is to know that this part of this will be ending. I have my blue lights on my balcony at night here, and I was pleasantly surprised that when I went to Menards in Brown Deer, there were a lot of blue lights that were already sold. So proud of you, Brown Deer.
So if you aren't aware, during the trial, after the incident, one of the things that they did was at the different gatherings that they had, they would pass out blue lights, and they encouraged everyone to put up blue lights outside their home. And the city even had several put up. And it was just a way to honor the victims of the parade tragedy, and also thank those who helped the survivors, and first responders and whatnot. So
anyway, we've got the next few weeks to get through, and there's a lot of people still hurting because of this and still having trauma responses because of all this, but we will get through it. I'll stick by them, and we're all going to get through this together. Something like this changes a person. I think it's still going to take a while to figure out all the changes and impact that it has had on me. And if it's had this much impact on me, and I wasn't there, I can't even begin to imagine what it was for the people who were there. But I know it's changed me, and changed the way I, not so much changed my priorities, but changed maybe the intensity of how I value and treasure those priorities, and will more easily let go of the things that don't serve me well, in body, mind, and spirit, as well as serve those people and those things that I value and my goals. And it's just really helped me just not so much reprioritize, but maybe refocus my energy on those. And I think that's a good thing.
Too, you'll see these blue lights inside and outside of businesses, and you'll see strongs like this Waukesha strong sign. Now, the Grannies that I talked to, they told me about their feelings as they heard the judge read 76 guilty verdicts. What emotions have you been feeling?
One of the big ones was relief, that that the trial is over, and that justice has been served, but also that he's in a place where he can never hurt anyone again.
Amen.
This is a tight group. They told me they have 18 members, so they feel that loss.
We know that they're watching, they're helping us move forward, because we know that that's what they would want.
And having this part over, now it's like, okay, now we get through the anniversary, we get through the Waukesha parade, but this was like the big milestone in this year of a lot of things to get through the first time. So it's a big turning point.
I'd spoken to Jan probably from the very beginning, and she told me one of the things in the rehabilitation, the healing, was to continue to perform. Yeah. Get out in front of those crowds, and what better stage than Mardi Gras?
And Jenny, one of the women who was killed in the parade, always told us before every parade, you keep on dancing no matter what happens. You just keep dancing.
Yeah, that's right, Ted. Let the good times roll. And on Sunday, the folks in New Orleans will know what it means to be Granny strong. 3 other Grannies who were hurt, they are going to be down in New Orleans along with this group this weekend. Their invitation comes from a group of guys who share a love of dance along with the Grannies. Is this one of the biggest parades, then, that the Grannies have participated in?
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is it. This is the Grand Poobah Parade.
The Big Easy may not be big enough to contain the excitement coming from the Milwaukee dancing Grannies.
I've been to New Orleans several times, but I have never, ever been to Mardi Gras. And it's been kind of a bucket item list for me.
17 dancing Grannies and 8 volunteers are headed to New Orleans right now to participate in this weekend's Crew of Thoth. The 7-mile-long parade is held annually on the Sunday before Fat Tuesday.
When we heard about the tragedy in Waukesha, that hit us as well.
Chris Seckinger is a dancer with the 610 Stompers. He says everyone in his group was devastated when 3 members of the dancing Grannies and a volunteer were killed during Waukesha's 2021 Christmas parade. The 610 Stompers are a group of self-described regular guys who dress like retro gym teachers and dance in parades. Like the Grannies, the Stompers bring smiles wherever they go.
I know you guys are coming down with a
a pretty large amount of the Granny Strong bracelets, right?
Yeah, we've gotten rid of a couple thousand in like a 1 mile parade that we've done. So we know that we need a lot.
They may be more sought after than the beads this year.
It really might be. Who
Very
knows?
possible.
Donna Kalick is driving down with a carload full, and the Grannies are shipping 2,000 more bracelets to be there by Sunday. Even before they arrive, New Orleans has been eager for a visit from these grandmas.
Based on the response that we've gotten on Facebook, the whole city, they're just welcoming us with open arms. And I mean, I got tears this morning just reading the comments.
Glad to be joined by the Dancing Grannies and the 610 Stompers. It's a great day for Waukesha. I want to welcome the 610 Stompers to Waukesha, and I also know that they're enjoying our weather, even though maybe not everyone else is. If you're upset about the humidity or the heat, talk to a 610 Stomper. So, because down there it's about 104, and the humidity is even worse. So what we have, I have a proclamation for the 610 Stompers and the Dancing Grannies. And what I'm going to do is read it, because I think the proclamation says everything that I need to say about these two wonderful groups being here. So I'll start off. Proclamation, Dancing Grannies and 610 Stompers Day. Whereas since 1984, when the Dancing Grannies of Milwaukee were established, they have been a beloved staple in all our communities, with an undeniable ability to create and share joy, while also showing that the more senior side of life can and should be a time of having fun and creating delight. And whereas on November 21st, 2021, the Dancing Grannies tragically lost 4 of their members in the Waukesha Christmas Parade: Virginia Sorensen, Leanna Owen, Tamara Durand, and supporter William Hospel. And whereas, although deeply wounded by the Waukesha Parade tragedy, the Dancing Grannies did not allow evil to define them, they continued dancing. And whereas the 610 Stompers from New Orleans, Louisiana, are known as ordinary men with extraordinary moves and extraordinary hearts, and are the most beloved and adored New Orleans all-male dance group. And whereas, hey, I can write what I want. And whereas the 610 Stompers reached out to and welcomed the Dancing Grannies to New Orleans to join them in the crew of Toth. Yes. All right, cool. And the 610 Stompers have become a true friend to the Dancing Grannies. And whereas the Dancing Grannies, together with the 610 Stompers, will each bring their astounding, awe-inspiring, mind-boggling, marvelous, incredible, wonderful, and astonishing dance moves to our Waukesha Independence Parade on Tuesday, July 4th, 2023. And whereas welcoming, grooving, dancing, chilling, gamboling, and cavorting along with the Dancing Grannies and the 610 Stompers in the parade will help our community heal, as we recognize that joy, resilience, and friendship provides healing to both individuals and community. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Sean Riley, Mayor of the City of Waukesha, Wisconsin, hereby proclaim July 3rd, 2023 as Milwaukee Dancing Grannies and 610 Stompers Day in the City of Waukesha, and encourage the community to show the Dancing Grannies and the 610 Stompers a hearty and loving welcome as they help heal our community and share joy through the timeless art of dance. So let's give a round of applause for these two groups. So I have a proclamation for both groups. Mike and Gina are going to join me. I'll step in front. Here, you grab that. You grab this. And I need 2 other. Here. Grab that. These are for both the Dancing Grannies and the 610 Stompers. So here's the photo op. So start taking it. I was going to say, these guys know what to do, I think.
That's it.
Yep.
There you go.
As long as we're in City Hall, keep it clean. All right. Thank you. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to be here for a while. Do we want to do that? Do you want to do it right now, or do you? Yeah, let's do it now. Okay.
Hi, I'm Jan Kwiatkowski, president of the Milwaukee Dancing Grannies, and on behalf of the Milwaukee Dancing Grannies, I want to thank you, Mayor, not only for this morning and for this day, but Waukesha and I'm trying not to cry here. Waukesha and your staff, Jen Dunn, and the police department, and everybody here has been so incredibly supportive in every possible way. And from the bottom of our hearts is not deep enough to thank you and everybody in Waukesha for all you've done to help the Grannies heal. Like you said, we're in this together. And so I want to present you with these are hot off the press, Milwaukee Dancing Grannies hats. There we go. And this is a picture that I forget who took, but it's a picture of the Grannies and Stompers at the end down in New Orleans. So hang it in your office or wherever is appropriate. Yes, please do. Kathy S. is a really good rapper. So
That'll take you all day to get in.
Yeah.
It is. It's tied tight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, keep helping.
Do you have to wear the mask too?
Yes, go here, Bill. Maybe this.
Yeah, that'll do it.
There you go.
All right.
Whoops.
Somebody saved the ribbon.
Oh, you put it down.
You won that. All right, there you go. For all the cameras. All right. I lost my microphone, so I'll come back here. Oh, there we go. That didn't really lose it. Look at this desk.
We do have a few little gifts from the Stompers too.
All right.
Couldn't leave here without a red headband. You can keep that on now.
Gently used.
And then we got a few. Yeah, just gently used.
I'll keep it there.
And a few other little things.
All right. I'll be, when I go next time down in New Orleans, I'll be really popular. So, like I say, I'm so happy that we're all able to come together. This is, our community went through a lot. Terrible, terrible tragedy. I do like to think that even with the tragedy, we've found good in it. You know, there's so much that was bad, but we are healing, and the entire country, in fact, the world showed love to the city of Waukesha, and I really appreciate it. Now I'm going to, right after that, I'm going to give the mic to Mike and Jean, because they have something to say. Mike?
I didn't know I had anything to say.
You're the only one. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was Mike and Jean that were getting the plaques, and Jan and Chris are going to say something. Sorry about that.
That's okay. No problem. I already said what I have to say, and thank you again.
Thank you.
And Chris?
Well, if I may speak on behalf of the Stompers, thank you guys for welcoming us to the city of Waukesha. You guys have an amazing community. Just the love and support that you guys have shown to us and the Grannies is just overwhelming. You know, we have a wonderful time when we're back home in New Orleans, but being here is also very, very special to us. So if I can say on behalf of these guys up here and the ladies that are along our side, thank you so much again. It's been a wonderful time, and unfortunately, in a few days it's got to end. I wish we could stay here much, much longer, but you guys are amazing. So thank y'all so very much for having us here.
Following is an audio interview between law enforcement and those who witnessed the tragic incident at the 2021 Waukesha Christmas Parade.
Today is Tuesday, November 23rd. The time is now 1:32 p.m. My name is Agent Ray Gibbs. I am currently now at in Franklin, Wisconsin, and I'm going to be interviewing Kathy. Hi, I'm looking for Kathy.
Thank you. Come on in.
Great. Thanks.
Sorry to be in your way.
Quite all right. I can leave this open for you if you
Kathy,
want.
should I just close the door on my way out? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, sorry about that.
Quite all right. Okay. Just let me know when you're set, and we'll.
Okay.
This shouldn't take super long. I don't think. I don't want to be in your hair for too long.
All right. I had done a little diagram in my mind just to process this and where everybody was during the parade. This was our lineup. We had 9 grannies, so we did 2 as together as partners, and then 1 in the middle, and then 2 again and 1 in the middle. This is me and my partner who was killed.
Okay.
And then the gal was alone behind me. This is our van with the music playing.
Okay.
Who follows behind us. This was our volunteer, Bill, who was also killed. He was the husband of this granny who was, okay, I remember seeing her fall to the ground. But anyway, the car came this way, then hit this gal, this one, and then swerved to the left and hit these 2.
Okay.
No, he could have gone straight. There was nobody in, you know what I'm saying?
So, and let me ask you this now, because you bring up a very important point. At any point, did you hear any horns honking, or was he trying to honk the horn to get you out of the way or anything?
No.
So, this is the whole street.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so
our little area.
Yeah.
And
So, but this is all part of the street. So he's driving up this way.
yes.
And he
Must have clipped Bill first.
Okay, so he hits Bill, and then that's when he turns into Tammy and T. Turns right and goes forward into Betty.
Well, Betty would have been right in front of
Okay.
T.
So it probably hit both of those.
Yeah, and
then he turned
to
left.
the left. And I think these 2 died instantly.
Okay.
I mean, there was just
So he
blood
turned
all
left
over
into them.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you're here, which is kind of towards the back left of your formation, right? And do you remember whereabouts, location-wise, you were? Were you, near People's Pub or Nice Ash? Or
Afterwards, we went inside because the police told us to get off the street, a possible active shooter.
Okay.
I don't know if they just wanted people off the street and told them that, or if that was actually true.
Well, did you hear any shots?
I did not.
Okay.
But we went into a bar called Guinness.
Guinness. Okay.
Maybe it's got another name in front of it or something, but Guinness was
It's not 5
part
Points.
of the name.
Not 5 Points, the Irish bar.
No.
Okay.
Because I asked what the name of the place was, and
Guinness.
I just remember Irish, and then this morning I thought of the name, which I'm pretty sure was Guinness.
Okay, cool. All right, so then you guys ran in there. And I know I asked you before about, so as you guys are walking this way, you don't hear any horns or any attempt of...
No.
Okay. Did you hear an engine revving as he went by, or?
No, and that's the bad part for me. I saw the car, out of the corner of my eye on the right, and I'm thinking, is this part of the parade or what's going on? And I cannot picture the car actually in front of me. I know that it's a huge car, but I just can't picture it. I could see the people falling, and I saw these 2 fall. I saw Lola fall, although like I said, she's okay. But I just can't picture the vehicle, and I don't know if my brain is blocking this out or what, but I did see it on the right side. And then now my partner, Tammy, we couldn't find after all this chaos. And we said, what happened to Tammy? We thought, oh, well, maybe she went home with so-and-so. And I think what happened is that she got flipped onto the top of the car and then ended up behind us. And perhaps those people took care of her.
Okay.
I had heard that they got her in an ambulance and then she died at the hospital later that night.
Okay.
Yeah, she was a brand new granny. That's her first parade. She was so excited. And
so, and I'm going to take a picture of this if you don't mind, if you need to keep this.
Or you could take it. I mean,
Okay.
I can redo it. And
All right,
in
cool.
my mind, I know who was who. And,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so in the front here, you got the banner. So Allie
Right.
and Ginny are carrying the banner in the front.
Right.
And in the back, you got it's a van, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you got the van in the back.
It's our music van.
Laura's right in the front there, and then Tammy's in the right. You're on her left. T is in the middle part there, and Lola and Kathy, and then Betty's in the middle, and then Lee and Sharon are also partners up in front behind the banner, and then Bill was on the right side.
Yeah.
So did you see Bill get hit or go down?
No.
Okay, but you did see Tammy go down? You didn't see Tammy go down?
She was, on the right of me.
Yeah.
I saw T go down.
Okay.
And I just figured Tammy's
And-
okay. See, when we do our parade, we're kind of like watching our palms too.
Yeah.
At certain points, so we're not looking up all the time.
Yeah.
And I think we were like starting our fourth song. So we were looking straight ahead. I really wasn't kind of paying attention to my partner at that point. And she wasn't on the ground.
Okay.
Like I said, after all this chaos and it just, I'm sorry, sends shivers through me.
Yeah, and I'm sorry to have to make you go through this.
No, I know. I've
And
been talking on the phone nonstop yesterday, texting, emailing, and I was so emotionally drained last night that I finally was able to sleep. Sunday I didn't sleep at all, Sunday night, and so, like I said, I've been going through this a lot with telling people.
Yeah. Okay. So, and so you see about the place, you see the car at the corner of your eye, right?
Mhm.
Do you remember a color or anything?
Red.
It was
I remember
red.
red.
Okay, and
Red and black.
fairly large, or could
Yes,
you tell?
yes, to the side of me when
Okay.
when it was still like on the road,
Yeah.
going straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and it's going straight. About.
But see, then
even-
we're moving too. We're going forward.
Yeah, so you're going forward. Okay.
He maybe had time to clip her,
Okay. So by the time you see the car, you don't see Tammy anymore.
No.
Okay. And then do you actually see the car hit T?
See, that's what I'm blocking out. It was
Okay.
right in front of me. I was here.
So you see the car kind of pass you on your right,
Yes, when it was still like on the road.
going in T's direction?
Well, yes. Well, it had to come this way first.
Yeah.
Which I
So-
didn't see.
Yeah. But by the time you see it, it's going towards
Yeah.
T, but you don't actually see it hit T.
No.
Okay.
I'm just blocking that out for some reason. I mean,
And did you see T go down?
yes.
What happened to her?
I rushed over to her first, and she was conscious, and she told somebody there that she was having trouble breathing. People from the sidelines came out. They brought blankets, and I don't know if the guy with her had medical no, that wasn't the one. But anyway, they just told her not to move, and she is now home from the hospital.
Okay, good.
Got a message from her, and I texted her today. So she had broken ribs, a broken wrist, and I don't know if it's a broken leg, but something with her leg, and bumps and bruises.
All right. So you see T go down, and then do you see Betty go down?
I did not see Betty go down, maybe because I don't know, but I went over to her.
Okay, but Betty was on the ground.
Yes, and
Okay.
she's the one with the brain injury.
Okay.
She whoever was with her may have had the medical experience, because he said she had passed out for about 5 minutes. When I got there, she was coming to, and she said, I have a headache.
Oh.
And he said, she's got a skull fracture. So he kind of maybe knew.
Yeah. Okay.
And then from there, I was walking over to Ginny.
Okay.
And some of the other grannies who were there said, don't go over there, Kathy, don't go over there. So I kind of glanced, and there was just blood all over the road.
By Lee?
Ginny.
Or by Ginny?
And Lee, we heard, flew into like a doorway or something, and we don't know if she got medical help right away or if anyone was there for her. That's sad.
Yeah.
And just a little tiny thing.
So, you didn't see Tammy go down.
No.
You did
She
see
disappeared.
T go down.
Yes.
You didn't see Betty go down, but you did see her on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
As you kept moving forward up this little map, you didn't see Lee.
No.
And you were going towards Ginny, and someone said, "Stop!
Yeah,
Don't go there."
Probably was. And then they were doing CPR, or pumping her chest.
Okay, and Ginny, did you see that it was Ginny that they were doing CPR on?
No, I didn't see her face or anything, but we
You
just
saw someone
knew.
in the position here on the map where Ginny is located that they were doing CPR on. Okay. Do you have the last names of these gals?
Sure. Laura Thein, Thein.
E-I-N?
I-E-N or E-I-N?
She's from Cudahy, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you at her house?
No, one of my
Somebody?
partners was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thein.
Okay. And Tammy's last name?
Durand, D-U-R-A-N-D.
And Bill's?
Let me think. Hospel.
Okay. And then you have T.
Mm-hmm.
What's...
I gotta find her and spell it.
Okay.
It's Rosentreter. And she lives in Waukesha, not far. We were at the start of the parade, and she said, that's where I live. So she's on that river walk or something?
Yeah. Right off the Fox River there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Kathy S. is...
Schmelling. Schmelling.
Okay. And Lola?
Same as Bill. Hospel, Hospel.
And Betty?
Strang, Strang.
Okay, and Sharon?
Millard, Millard.
Okay, I think we talked to her yesterday.
Yeah,
And
she and someone else came in.
yeah, Lee
Owen.
Oh, Lee. I keep saying.
I'm
gonna
sorry,
Put an
my
L
bad.
there.
Lee Owen.
Okay, and Allie.
I'm not sure. She's a little gal about 13, 14 years old. I don't know if I have her last name in here.
Okay. And Ginny.
Sorensen. Sorensen, I think.
Okay, cool.
I don't have Allie's last name.
And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to cross-check with Waukesha PD just to make sure that they have all these names and that everyone's been talked to and that is available to be talked to. How long have you been with the Dancing Grannies? It's the Dance Grannies, right?
Milwaukee Dancing Grannies.
Okay.
MDG, Milwaukee Dancing Grannies. Since 2017, probably June of 2017.
Although not citizens of New York City will be allowed to vote in local elections. New York City's Mayor Bill de Blasio, who has expressed doubts about the bill's legality,
Okay.
says he will not veto it. But even if he
So while you were still on the street here and you're marching and everything, did you hear the crowd or anyone screaming, "Look out!" or? And how loud is the music in your?
Pretty loud.
Pretty loud. So it's gonna be hard to hear stuff, right?
Yeah, plus at that point we were still dancing and the crowd is, cheering and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
And you had mentioned something at the beginning of our conversation that I found was interesting. So you were saying that as the vehicle passed you, you know, it could have went straight. And if it would have continued straight, would it have hit anyone?
From where? From this point?
Yeah, because you were saying at some point that it looked like it turned into people.
Yeah, it must have, because if it went straight after hitting Tammy, it would have gone that way. Also, as it went this way and straight, I mean, it could have gone straight and avoided, you know, these 4 people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it didn't hit these 2, but it looks like intentionally. I mean, yeah.
So, from what you saw, what you were able to see, did you actually see it veer?
Again,
or is it more of a kind of just from
the people,
from the carnage that he left behind? You're kind of putting that together. Okay. Have you seen any videos online or anything?
On TV. Yeah.
And now everything that you're telling me that you saw is what you actually saw, not
not the Grannies. I don't remember seeing them hit the Grannies. Any video of that?
All right.
The marching band.
Yeah. So like everything you're telling me though is what you saw, heard, and felt. It's not anything. Okay. And at no time did you hear any horns or anything. All right.
No.
Is there anything else you remember that I haven't brought up or asked?
Is there any way to find out exactly what happened to her? Was she on top of the car? Or?
At some point that's going to come out.
I mean, I'm just
because we're
concerned.
Yeah, you know,
just not knowing.
Yeah.
And was she actually put in an ambulance? And
yeah.
Her parents came looking for her later, and we couldn't tell them anything.
How old is Tammy?
52.
Okay.
Long blonde hair.
Yeah. We'll, you know, someone will know, and if you give us some time, I mean, right now it's an overturned beehive over there. I mean, it's nuts. But as the days turn into weeks, it's going to take a while. There's hundreds of witnesses that, like you, that we're tracking down, and that. Now you didn't receive any injuries or anything, obviously, right? Okay.
And then you wonder why. Why was I spared?
Well,
and even our coach, ahead of time, before the parade started, Tammy was kind of a new addition because she didn't think she could come to the parade, and then at the last minute, she said, I'll be there. She had been in Florida and got an earlier flight and first parade. Anyway. So she showed up, and our coach said to me, do you want to be alone in the slot here, or do you want to be partnered with Tammy? And I said, I'll go with Tammy. And she said, do you want the left or the right side? And I said, left. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And that just...
Well, if I can, at the risk of sounding like I'm giving you advice, because I'm not, all right? I'm not an expert on any of this stuff. I'm certainly not a mental health expert, but I can tell you that you can think about it, and you should for a little while, and you should explore it a little bit. But at a certain point, you got to put it away, because there's, no matter what you believe, if you believe in you know, Allah, Jesus, you know, Yahweh,
God's
whoever,
plan.
yes, there's a plan or there's not. Either way, it's someday we'll know. Yeah, it'll be when it comes to accounting, you know. And until then, we just, you know, I was telling my wife today. There's some of our friends at the gym are, you know, we're there. And, you know, she was talking to them, and they're having trouble with it. And I kind of told her and, you know, some of the people at the gym today, I said, you know, it's too soon to start trying to feel good. It's too soon to put it behind you. We don't want to yet, you know. But there's going to come a day where you got to put it away.
And not feel guilty or...
No, because, you know, it's not like you chickened out. You know, it's not like you know, you took left instead of right. You're more comfortable on the left, or whatever. You know,
well, I like that spot because when we go around corners, that's like fewer steps. The other person has to go.
Well, yeah, it's like when you're marching, it's the same thing. Yeah, you guys are essentially dance marching. So.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah,
always try to be on the left if I can.
Yeah. So obviously you have a somewhat of a support system. It sounds like just with the other dancing grannies, and with some of the other people. Obviously when I come here, and but if you have any issues, I would not hesitate to reach out to someone. Don't feel like you're the Lone Ranger, and don't feel like it's abnormal, because it's not. It's a traumatic thing. You're going to go through some stuff.
I just felt kind of numb after we all had to go in the bar. It's like, what just happened? What?
Oh yeah. Well, and it's amazing what adrenaline will do. Adrenaline goes up, you don't feel anything, and then it's later where you're like, oh, must have walked through a barbed wire fence, So.
Yeah, and even this gal, Jenny, she's our instructor. She doesn't dance anymore because she's got a bad hip and I don't know, back or something. But she's still our, leader and choreographer. And she filled in that day for someone else who couldn't make it. See, so that's another.
Well, yeah.
Situation.
Like I say, I have no answers. I'm not going to pretend I do, but.
And there was a phone number on TV to call for counseling. I should have written it down, but anyway, I might do that. And
I'm sure
just talk to someone. And
if you're having issues and that number doesn't come back up, call the city of Waukesha. I'm sure they'll have information for you. And also bear in mind too that if your insurance may cover it anyway, to where you may want to just ask around and see if there's someone around that people like, and you can do it that way. I mean, I check into that. I'm not giving any insurance advice, definitely, but there's you don't have to suffer alone, and you shouldn't, unless you want to. So,
or even church.
Exactly. You have clearly some faith, and that's a powerful thing. So. You have my number in your phone because I blew you up between yesterday and today.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm sorry for bothering you.
Are you the Hills Corners number?
Yeah, the 458-8783.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
458.
I always forget my cards. I'm so sorry. 458-8783.
8783.
Area code 414.
Cliff?
No, Ray Gibbs.
Oh, okay.
So. Yeah, if I didn't ask you something that all of a sudden you remember more or whatever, feel free to give me a call. And then I'll if I just leave a message, because I will get back to you. Okay.
Yeah, just the one thing that's puzzling me is my partner on the right foot. But then that's all we could figure out. And then oh, sorry. Did you want this?
Yeah, please. I was going to say, and that's.
What did I write here? Aurora Summit leading to. Okay, that was my notes about the other gal with the brain injury.
Oh.
So that's okay.
Do you need it?
Let me just jot some stuff down and share it with the other group. Okay.
I can take a picture of the map too if you want.
I don't know if that'd be very clear. I don't, really need it.
Okay.
Just some notes that I can share with some of the other. Okay. Yeah, so this is the one with the head injury.
Yeah.
They said now she's moving her arms and legs, and she's coherent. She knows people. She knows the date, and so that's a good sign.
That's very good.
She still has some internal bleeding, and they may need to do more surgery. Okay, this will be enough to
You sure?
remind me. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's a long drive back to Waukesha. Would it be okay if I use the facility?
Oh, sure. Why don't you
promise not
go
to
in here? Or that one's fine too.
mess or
Either one.
anything that, Beautiful house, by the way.
Oh my.
Oh wow, nice bathroom.
Please keep the victims and witnesses in your thoughts and prayers. I have included a link to the Waukesha Community Foundation Fund if you would like to learn how you can support the victims impacted by this tragedy. Thank you for watching, and have a blessed day.